Yeah, I was pretty pumped with that. It honestly was a bit more of a bittersweet feeling compared to Phillip Island. Really had to work bloody hard for that one and managed the gap. It was much more shorter compared to Phillip Island. And yeah, I had JJ on me for quite a bit, so I just really was focusing on trying to hit my markers and not crack under pressure. It's always a bit nerve-wracking being at the front and you have someone chasing you. But all in all, it was fantastic. I'm really glad with how we performed that last race, because the first race didn't really justify the speed we had going into this weekend. We just had some issues, and unfortunately I just couldn't really duplicate what I've done, so and be with the front boys. So I scored a 4th and just got that race over and done with, and really put my eyes focused on the second race here. So yeah, we went out in style for sure.
Cool. And what's on next? What's the plans?
Next week, fly over to Europe to start my pre-season testing with my Spanish team, Cardoso Racing, in the Moto2 European Championship. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm starting to miss not being over there, have a bit of FOMO because I see everyone's training. So yeah, I'll be there for a few weeks doing some testing, and then after that I'll come back here to do the 3rd round at Taylor Motorsport Park.
How was that, boys? Back on the podium?
Yeah, back on the podium. It was a bit of a struggle after round 1. You know, there's a bit of doubt creeping in the back of my mind. You know, you obviously, I've got one of the best packages in the field, and when you don't perform, you start to question yourself. So, you know, coming back to my home round, I knew there was confidence, but it's the big thing about not riding as much as the other riders. I've already spoken to my boss after that race then, and he's already gave me the green light to start testing as much as he wants. So it's sick. So I think that's the only thing we are actually lacking is bike time, and yeah, it's so good to get a 2-3 for the weekend. I think it was 2nd overall. I would have liked to got Josh in that first one, but hey, he's riding fantastic well. So hats off to the team. Big thanks to Claire Sharkey, Robbie Bolger, the whole Stop and Still guys. You got Buzz, you got Brent Stevens, you got Ken, all the boys, Brian, even me teammate Tommy. They all chip in, you know, help each other. So it's a sick community to be with, and yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Any particular things that you're trying to work on that next time?
Not in that second race. We basically changed maybe a tiny little bit of tweaking here and there in the traction control from race 1 to race 2. Maybe I got a little bit caught out with the temperature drop in race 2, but yeah, I just made too many mistakes, and to be fair, I wasn't fast as Harry. I seen Josh make a bit of a gap on me before Narlos crashed, and to be honest, I just said to myself, just settle, because I couldn't go with him. I would have pushed myself into a mistake, and I was faster than the guys behind me. So it's just one of those things you got to do in racing, absorb it, and get as many points, and you move on to the next one.
Yeah, so the race on the lights for me, I ended up 2nd, which was good. From the start of the race, I just didn't have any grip when the Harry and Jonathan went at the start. I couldn't do anything. I kept having moments. I thought after a couple of laps maybe I could get going again. I tried. I had a very big moment, almost got off it, and then it was what it was. Harry rode fantastic. Yeah, overall a good weekend for me to get pole or win in a 2nd. So now move to Taylor Bend. I'll try my best over there.
Yeah, really happy, mate. My best weekend in Supersport so far, so to grab a win in class in the first one and 2nd in class in the second race was a really, really great way to finish out round 2 under lights here at Sydney. So it was a great atmosphere tonight. Good to see a good crowd out here, and yeah, really happy with my performance, and then looking forward to round 3 in Taylor Bend in a month's time. And I think the last 3 rounds of the season, the championship's closed up. It's going to be great racing, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What's the plans? What are you going to work on?
I think I need to find that little bit more outright speed. Like this weekend the qualifying wasn't great, it was difficult with the weather, but yeah, just get those, like my late race pace has been really good, especially in the first one today. I just want to try and work on, you know, getting off the starts a bit better in the sort of first 3 to 4 laps of the race. If we can get that sorted out, then I think we'll have a better package for the races across the whole 11 laps.
What do we think about about the lights in Sydney?
Yeah, no, it was an interesting weekend for us and the team. Definitely took a while to find our feet on the bike on the V2. We got there eventually after qualifying. Race 1 I made a good step and ended up P2, which was good and pretty competitive for fighting for seconds. Yeah, race 2 I sort of struggled a little bit more once the darkness sort of set in and track got a bit colder. I think we just went a little bit wrong with the setup, but yeah, overall we're still learning on the bike and still getting there. We know which areas to fix on the V2, so we've got a couple of track days and coming up before Tailem Bend, so yeah, be nice doing some laps on a home track and hopefully give it a bit more and find a few more steps on the bike.